We showed you this heart-stopping video yesterday on Fox and Friends. Bystanders rushing to save a drowning dog.
Come on, Zena.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, my girl.
She's sitting up.
Yeah.
She's sitting up.
Good girl. Oh my God, thank all of you. Oh, praise Jesus. Thank all of you and all your love.
Wow, well, the dog's owner performing CPR for several minutes until finally the dog sits up. And that dog apparently is doing just fine now. But what if this happened to your dog? Would you know what to do? Here with the life-saving tips is veterinarian Dr. Loenser. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me back.
So the best thing to do would be call 911, but you can't.
No, in an ideal world you could, but in our situation we've got to do it ourselves. And so we're going to do CPR, and even though the C is cardio and P is pulmonary, I want you to think of the P as pump. This is all about pumping blood around the body. Because unless the dog has lost a huge amount of blood out on the ground somewhere, it's still in the body, and we can move it around by doing compressions.
Okay, and I imagine just like an adult to a baby in people, a 40-pound dog against a 15-pound dog, very different.
It is.
Let's take a look at the first
Okay,
size.
so this we've got, about a 40-ish pound dog, and not only is it the size of the dog, but it's the conformation of the dog. So if we had a bulldog, for example, we'd want him lying on his back, because in order for us to do compressions, that's the way we get to his heart the best. But our guy is sort of a regular-sized, flat, chest-type dog.
Okay.
So we're going to do compressions right at the widest part of his chest, right there.
On the outside, so you don't go like this?
No, if he was a bulldog, we would, because he's round.
Right,
but on a kind of a dog like this, we'll do it on his side.
Okay.
So why don't you put your hands right there? I want you to lock your
Just like
hands
this?
and lock your elbows. Put all your weight on it. You're not trying to wake up the dog. We're trying to pump blood around the dog's body. That's good. So nice and hard. You're going to pump hard and pump fast, and you're going to sing, Anna. You know what you're going to sing, right?
The Bee Gees, Staying Alive, just like with people.
Exactly.
Right?
And so the goal with that is you want to have the tempo about 100 beats per minute, and lo and behold, that Bee Gees song ends up being about 100 compressions per minute instead of having to count.
Okay.
Now, if you had another person with you, the other person would do mouth to snout breaths.
Okay, so, do you want to do that?
I'll do this and you do that. So
okay.
every 30 seconds, you're going to do 2 breaths. And what you'll do...
So let's say you've just finished 30 seconds. What do I do for the mouth?
I'm going to keep doing compressions. You're going to close up the mouth just like that, and then put your mouth around his nose and do 2 breaths. You'll see I'm still doing compressions. And we just keep doing that.
Now, if you're by yourself,
it's just compressions.
Just do
That's the recommendation.
Try to get the dog to the vet.
And you're pumping blood. Just keep thinking that. I am pumping blood around the body. Okay. On a little dog or a cat, if it's really little, you don't need to do the 2 hands because you could do a little bit more damage than you need to. Instead, you can do 1 hand like this.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. Again, doing Staying Alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Exactly. And if you're by yourself, just do this. If you've got somebody else, 2 compressions or 2 breaths right in there.
Okay.
And then ideally, in a perfect world, you'd have 3 people, and 2 of you are doing CPR in the back of the car, and you're making a beeline to the vet.
And they're driving you to the vet.
Exactly.
Dr. Heather, thank you so much. You say the Red Cross has a great app on your phone, just in case you forget in the heat of the moment.
And they even have a hospital locator, too, in case you don't know where you are, you need to find a veterinarian.
Great.
Check that one out, too.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.